Alright, 6 a.m. surf check at Lindemar, and it actually looks really good. Looks like it's gonna be a sunny day today too, so plan is get a quick surf here and then head to San Francisco for some urban plein air. All right, so timing is good. The sun is just coming out, but the wind is picking up, so I do plan to work pretty quickly. All right, I managed to get a good parking spot. Here's where I'm set up. This is Broadway looking towards the East Bay. That is the Bay Bridge. So I'm gonna make something of this scene right here. All right, so I'm gonna be painting on a 12 by 12 inch panel, and I've got my usual palette of colors here. Mineral spirits in a brush washer, and then some liquid for my medium, and just an assortment of brushes. Not sure what I'm going to use. Here's a zoomed shot of the scene, and I'm probably going to do something like this. All right, so there is the compositional idea, and I've kind of moved things around a little bit. Like I dropped the top of the mountain down because in real life, the top of the mountain and the top of the bridge line up perfectly, so that's no good. Then also a tanker went by, and I thought, all right, maybe I'll put that in there, and you know, I can always remove it later, but obviously I have to do it from memory. And I wanted this lower portion here to be on the lower third. Okay, so there is the block in, and as you can see, it's really rough. I tried to work quickly, and I used a fairly large brush. I'm using a number 8 natural bristle flat, and you can kind of see the scale of it next to, like, say, the bridge here. So it's fairly big and holds a lot of paint. One thing I noticed right away is I'm going to need to lighten the bridge up. I want to create a lot of atmospheric perspective for this whole top portion. So more contrast in the foreground here in this bit of land, and then lots of atmosphere up top. I've got a 6x8 panel here that I'm going to use for a straight edge. It'll be really helpful for doing things like the bridge tower and the roadway. So far I've just used that number 8 natural bristle to kind of block in all the colors, so it's still really loose. There's a lot of brick buildings over in this area, but I'm not crazy about that brick color, so I'll probably tone that down a bit. Alright, so I'm switching over to a number 8 synthetic bright. Alright, these buildings to the left, I think have got to go. I want to have the water open over here. Alright, so here is what I finished up with. There's a few touch-ups to be done. There's like a light spot on the bridge here. The ship needs a little bit of tightening up, possibly, but I want to live with it because I don't want to overwork it. It's kind of a small painting. It's 12 by 12, so if you're standing back even 5 feet, it almost can appear to be tight. But if you get up close, it's, you know, it is pretty loose. At first, there was a lot of purple going on in the shadows, and I like that. I like some of it. But it was feeling a little bit too purple, so I kind of toned that down a bit. There weren't any shadows on the street, but I did decide to add those. And I used a small brush to put some lines in the street, and then also a few little bits of reflected light off of the windshields of cars. All right, so here's a close-up. I do like the little bits of orange coming through here and there, even in this lower right-hand corner where it's just lightly painted. So I'm happy with the way the buildings came out. And I wanted there to be a separation, you know, so that the buildings and the foreground seemed closer. Let's take a look at the ship. We'll take a close-up at that. And yeah, I could put some more detail on that, but like I said, I don't want to overwork it. The bridge as well. So I'll probably leave them pretty close to the way they are. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you'd like to see some extra videos and help support the channel, there's a Patreon link down below. I got a bunch of other videos on there and a materials list, so check that out. Other than that, stay creative, and I'll see you guys in the next video.